I'm recording this 2 days after leg day, which means that everything hurts and I'm dying. Today on Readus Reviews, I review Volume 2 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers published by Boom Studios. So if you want to hear my thoughts and opinions of Volume 1, I recommend you click the link in front of my forehead and watch the video there. So the story of Volume 2 is a continuation of the story that happened in Volume 1. In Volume 2, the Rangers are introduced to a new villain, the Black Dragon, who they find out has been helping Readus since Volume 1. He bests them in combat, he separates them from the Morphin Grid and the control of their Zords, so that Rita can go on with their plans of world domination. That is, everyone except Tommy, because obvious reason is obvious. So the Rangers have to work together to reconnect to the Morphin Grid so that they can stop the Black Dragon and Rita and also reclaim their Zords. So as a continuation of the story from Volume 1, I have to say the story in Volume 2 was fine. But heed my warning, readers. With Volume 1 being a collection of issues 0 through 4 and Volume 2 being a collection of issues 5 through 8, as far as this review is concerned, we are now 9 issues in, and a lot of the beats are starting to get predictable. There's definitely a good amount of stuff that happened in this volume that happened in either the TV show or the original movie. However, as far as I'm concerned, it didn't take away from my initial enjoyment of reading it. Some of the tropes that we've previously seen done in both the TV show and the movie, I thought they were handled pretty ideal in this volume. And I felt that they were handled in a way that makes sense in this modern take of the MMPR-verse. And also, given the fact that this is a 4-issue volume, the character development and the handling of the characters in general was just done very nicely in my opinion. Like, the pacing was pretty damn good. The first issue of this volume is completely dedicated to Zack, and it was very nice to read. It definitely helped play into his relationship with Tommy in this volume, which may or may not result in him eventually wearing the dragon shield like he did in the TV show in this series. Tommy and Kim's exchange was also nice. It kind of reminded me of their exchange when they were on Vados during the first movie. You know, with the exception of that little bit of cheese that Tommy grated on that scene. You know, no extra white cheddar there. And out of all of the characters I could have thought of that would have had actual interaction, that would have produced character development, never in my wildest dreams would I have assumed that it would be Billy and Goldar. However, readers, as surprising as that was to see in this volume, it was also really nice. Mostly because it gives us a peek into what Goldar's mindset is, and it allows us to see how far his loyalty truly lies with Rita. In some instances, you can see that he's actually questioning it. However, there were some things that I disliked about this volume, the main one being how they treated Trini. I say that because she keeps constantly putting herself down because she thinks that she's not as smart as Billy in a situation in which Billy could really help the team out with some problem solving. Now, I don't know about you readers, but regarding how I see Trini, I feel that it's a bit out of character for her. Because over the course of me watching the show, it always looked that Trini and Billy were always on the same wavelength in the smarts department. So in a way, I think this was a creative decision on the writer's part. You know, in order to make the situation that the Power Rangers are in look all the more dire. And then there's this one line that Kimberly says is just slightly cringeworthy, just slightly. And it's only cringeworthy because it's a modern day phrase that's said in a way that doesn't fit the way that you're supposed to use it. And I feel that they made Kim say that because 1, she's the only character that probably could get away with saying it. And 2, to probably seem more hip and now with the kids reading this book. Ugh. Just ugh. All of the ugh. But other than that, I'm pretty sure it's thanks to this volume that I'm now invested in this series. And while it didn't make as big of an impact as reading The Wicked and the Divine Volume 2 did for me, holy shit. There was enough story progression and enough character development that happened over the course of these 4 issues that showed me that this series is going on the right track. Regarding the $16.99 asking price, I feel that it's justified. Especially compared to the $19.99 asking price of Volume 1, because these 4 issues are definitely weaker in comparison. So if you liked Volume 1, go ahead and get Volume 2. However, I wouldn't be mad at you if you decided to catch a sale at your local comic book shop. So with that, readers, your homework assignment for the day. Write in the comments section below what you thought of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Volume 2 if you've read it. Or if you haven't, write in the comments section below an instance in which you remember that Trini was just as smart as Billy. I still can't get over that. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and every other Friday. But until then, this is Readus 101. Class dismissed.